Magnificent. Magnificent told me to go. Yo, what's good? Boy, Magnificent, the Magnificent ENT. Stand up. Episode 19 of Sunday's Best Beats. What's good, world? What's good, my subscribers? What's good, my fans? Welcome here to another Sunday's Best Beat. It's been a very eventful week for most of us. A lot of people dealing with injustice. A lot of people is dealing with sickness. A couple people I know is dealing with sickness and life. A couple people I know is dealing with troubles, persecution. Of course, I know the situation with my family. My sister is in jail by some corruption that is done with the cops. But we're working on that. My shout outs to my parents and my sister, my other sister. They've been working real hard to try to get her out of jail, try to make sure she's going to be home with us soon. But for the most part, they're working hard around the clock, and it's tiresome. Anyway, another Sunday's Best Beat on your way. This beat is a remix of a beat that I did 10 years ago. I started making beats around that time, probably 3 years earlier than that. And this beat was a very futuristic beat. I thought 10 years later we'll be using beats like this. And somewhat we have been. So I have revised some of the beats on this one, and I've made it where we can definitely zoom in and make it modernized. It's more of a Timbaland type beat, but you can have any trap rapper or any people call them mumble rappers on it. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button. I'll be doing Sunday's Best Beats every Sunday, if you did not know. Let's break off into the screen, shall we? Got the beat Spacebound here, and this is a beat that I made 10 years ago, 2009, and it's a beat that I rapped over, but I added some flair to it. So to begin, I started off with an 808. The 808 came from Infinity Flame Kit. The Infinity Flame Kit from what's that thing Superstar Low is with? Superstar Low with Industry Kits. Let's take a look at the plugin. And this is a good plugin. I added a little distortion to the 808. And the 808 pattern. The 808 pattern sounds something like this. Very simple 808 pattern, but adds a little bit of a distortion to it. Now, give me a second. Let's check and see if we can add the other components. And this is a sound that I use all by itself. Let's check the sound without the 808s for a second, and then we'll add the drums in succession. Now let's add the drums in succession, as I always do. Here you're going to know something about the hi-hats. If you pay attention to it, it's the low pitch hi-hats that you see Timbaland use a lot. But they're kind of offbeat just slightly. If you pay attention to it, you'll hear it. It gives it a little funky groove, a humanized groove to it. Something that I learned from the legendary Jay Dilla. It's offbeat a little bit of a swing, but if you pay attention, it gives it more of a groove. Let's pay attention to the hi-hats. So if you want to learn how to do the hi-hats or any part of the drums and give it that humanized feel, turn the quantization off. If you don't know how to do it, follow me real fast. On the MPC, if you have the MPC software, all DAWs have quantization on it. But for the MPC users and softwares, you want to go to time correct, settings, and you see where it has the time divisions and the starts. You can just simply click that or go to off right here and it'll turn the quantization completely off. And you can record your drums manually, or you can keep that, but you can add a swing to it. What I did was turn the swing up just a few cents. Now you have to be careful with this. If you go 10% up, you hear a very, very off-kiltered. It sounds like you're skipping with it. I didn't want to make it full-fledged skipping. What I wanted to do was make it seem like it's a little grooving, that off-kilter grooving that Dilla had. Dilla was very off-kiltered, but at the same time, he was always on point. It's a little bit of an oxymoron, but that just shows the greatness of Dilla, Timbaland, Ninth Wonder, and those producers of that nature. They didn't use quantizations. Dilla was one of the first. And it brings human feel to it. Mostly trap beats are quantized to the limit. They're quantized like crazy. So let's look at the beat with one more loop down, and we'll get to talking at the end. As a matter of fact, I don't even have time. But that's how I made the beat. This is Spacebound. I'll meet with y'all in the end. Funny thing about this beat, when I was younger, not 10 years ago, I was rapping, and we made a beat called song called Front Grip Pistols. I didn't know anything about mixing or mastering or anything like that. I'm still learning today, but it was terrible. We say things that we never did, and we act like we were people we really wasn't worth. But that's the beat, Spacebound. Again, this is Sunday's best beats with A Magnificent, a Magnificent ENT. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Got more videos coming to you. As a matter of fact, I got a planned video of how to release music in 2020. I'll talk more about that in the future. But until then, it's A Magnificent out.